Turns out Oleksandr Usyk has become the betting favorite over Tyson Fury. We're going to discuss why.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex alive is one in the six. Fit the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. Woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's discuss this because, I guess it's news. Looking at boxing scene, I'll put the link in the description. They're talking about how Oleksandr Usyk has become the betting favorite over Tyson Fury. And I get it. I'll put the article, the link in the description so you can read it yourself. Everyone's leaning towards Usyk for a few reasons. They talk about how he looked horrible in his last fight. I'm not really going to harp on his physique because he's never been a physical specimen. Carl Froch, who's always outspoken. Salute to Carl Froch. No filter. Gives his opinion. He said Fury's past his best. He's seen better days. And, him and Fury has gone back and forth a few times. But, listen, Carl Froch is a Hall of Famer. He didn't duck any smoke. He fought anybody and everybody around him. And there's no comparison. When you look at Carl Froch's resume, it's in comparison to Tyson Fury, with Carl Froch never had the help of any sanctioning bodies. He didn't have the tricks of the trade with promotion companies, managers, and nothing like that. Everything that Carl Froch got was pure hard work. Super Six. I remember he had an outstanding win against Jermaine Taylor, a comeback victory. Carl Froch is for real. So I don't mind listening to his point of view, his assessment of things. Don't always agree with it. I might not like it all the time, but it is what it is. Guys like him, guys like Andre Ward. I don't agree with Andre Ward all the time. But, to talk about, to disrespect their boxing career, that would be hating, ladies and gentlemen. We don't do that. Same thing with Oscar De La Hoya. Don't like his business moves. We clown him because of the pictures and everything else. But to disrespect Oscar De La Hoya's boxing career would be ridiculous. You just don't do things like that. So you got to learn how to separate the two. Now back to Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. You already know how I feel about Tyson Fury, but this is not coming from a place of bias. I understand why the odds have swung in the favor of Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk can fight, man. And Tyson Fury, what happened with him and Francis Ngannou, him getting dropped. You're the WBC champion. You were supposed to do what Anthony Joshua did to Francis Ngannou. That was a glorified sparring session. In fact, I know for a fact that Anthony Joshua has had harder sparring than an actual fight against Francis Ngannou. He's had harder sparring. We've all heard about it. Danny Dubois, and who's the other fella? The white guy that bust AJ on his behind in sparring. AJ said it. I forget this guy's name. But he's had harder sparring. That Francis Ngannou, that thing wasn't even a fight, man. And Fury was dropped by this guy, was fighting life or death. And when the bell rang, you saw Mauricio Sillyman. You saw the look of concern on their face. It was like, man, this guy could mess around and lose this fight. A lot of people say that he lost. I wouldn't have been mad if they said Ngannou won. I mean, Fury got the nod, but I mean, like, oh man, since everyone, I trolled a little bit. I said, all right, since we like to give people the nod when they win the drama of the fight, then, F it. Francis Ngannou won then. Because he got the 12 and Fury looked like he had a fight when Ngannou didn't. He got hit in the head with elbows by Fury and everything. So he was cheating against this guy, an MMA guy, first pro fight. But Usyk gets in the ring with Anthony Joshua, and this picture is amazing. All right. We thought that AJ would go in there with Usyk and impose his will, and nothing worked out, man. Usyk outboxed this guy 2 times. And we were looking at AJ like he was crazy, man. I mean, look, what's going on here? Then the Jermaine Franklin situation. So he comes back and beats Otto Wallin. Solid win, I'll give him that. And then Ngannou, he just wiped the floor with him. Now AJ's back, well, fine. Fine. But never forget, the whole mystique about AJ, outside of ducking Deontay Wilder, we ain't gonna talk about that. This guy was supposed to be the next Lennox Lewis. And I don't know how you say "hold my beer" in Ukrainian, but that's exactly what he said. This picture's hilarious. But Fury has had a lot of help in his career. The luck is running out. Yeah. Who's that man on the right? Daniel Kinahan. Oh, awesome. He's still at large. Look at Mauricio Sillyman there. Fury owns his belt, the WBC title. Right, so you got that going on. But in Saudi, I don't know, maybe they're not allowing him to juice up. All of these things, he don't have the power of Kinahan behind him, allegedly. All you have is a WBC who sees value in you. But you know what? They might be ready to jump ship. Because I'm looking at these betting odds. I'll put the link in the description. You go look it up yourself. Everyone's leaning towards Usyk to win this fight. I'm picking Usyk. It's boxing. I'm picking Usyk for 2 reasons. I think he can outbox Fury. The guy knows how to win. And I simply don't like Tyson Fury. I hope he loses. I'm sitting here being honest. I don't like the guy. The guy has a criminal record. He's a glorified cheater. By the way, look at that glove. It's nice. I don't know what fight this was from, but whatever fight it was on nice and tight. Nice and tight. Gold member in this mo, right? I don't like this guy. He's bad for boxing, and he's enabled by fans because they hate his competition. And he's allowed to exist off of privilege. Yeah, privilege. You heard me say it. Oh, Drew, there you go with the racism again. Really? Stand by.
Well, see, the one thing I do like, though, is because, people are questioning Fury now, and he should be, questioned, because he really got let off the hook when he tested positive way back when, if the drug testing, system was better in England, he never would have got to Vladimir Klitschko. He would have got caught, in the Christian Hammer fight before he got to Klitschko, and he never would have had that opportunity to fight for the championship. So, and he was never made to, to pay for it. I mean, yeah, he got the backdated suspension, but, like I said, he made the whole crazy story with the, having, uncastrated boar meat and all that. I know I'm repeating myself here, but it has to be said because no one's ever held him accountable for his actions. Every time he does something stupid, he just says something crazy. People write it, they laugh it off. I'm not going to sit here and say white privilege, but it's really teetering pretty close to that. I mean, think about it.
Hey, man, shout out to Jake Donovan. I didn't say it. He said it. And shout out to my brother, Southern T. Go subscribe. I didn't say it. Jake Donovan said it. Imagine if any other fighter said this.
So there's been a few, but people take drugs, don't they, in boxing? They all take drugs, I'd say. All of them.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say they're all abusing performance enhancers or weight strippers or whatever they're going to do to take drugs. I think they all take drugs. All athletes.
Define all. Who's
everybody?
Well, obviously you're not talking about yourself, so.
This guy has an admitted drug habit, man. This guy was suspended in his own country. Martin Carefoot, the uncastrated meat from uncastrated boar. All of these things is coming back to hang over his head, man. And these people know, and they might not talk about that out loud, but this is why they're leaning towards Usyk. Everything is caught up to him. And there's the possibility of Usyk running away with this thing and becoming the undisputed champion is very high. And then we'll see how many Fury fans are roaming around here in America. Well, they've vanished now, but, it is what it is. But I'll put the link in the description. Y'all can go read the article yourself. Usyk could win this thing. Usyk could win this thing, and it's y'all know I'm biased. I don't like Fury, but put that aside for a second. Usyk can win this thing. The tricks have run out. It's over with. The man already canceled the original date. Let's not forget that. This fight was supposed to have been happening. Then he comes up with a cut in typical Fury fashion. I have no idea how you guys just ignore this. But the truth always comes out. What do I always say? Time reveals all truth. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bronx on deck.
Move!